Hello, my name is Brittany Porter. I am an energy healer and a spiritual coach. Today we are doing a Samhain New Year quantum healing session. We're also going to be working with some shamanic practices and working with some totem animals within shamanism to bring balance to our physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental bodies. And so we're going to talk about Samhain a little bit before we get started and the totem animals, and then we'll get into the quantum healing. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm talking to people in the TikTok comments. I'm doing a TikTok live. And remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more workshops and lives. All right. So Samhain is a Celtic festival. I know a lot of us are, how do I find you on YouTube? It is soulharmonymagic, or there is a button in my profile. So Samhain is a Celtic festival. I know that there's a lot of us who are celebrating Halloween this year, and Halloween is derived from Samhain and some other practices as well. But we're going to talk about Samhain in the new year. So this is also known as the Witches' New Year in the witchy community, and this is the end of the harvest season, and it is the beginning of the darker half of the year. Oh, sorry, with the comments. I try to keep track at the same time. So this is a perfect time to look at our year in the past and let go of things that are no longer serving us based on the lessons that we have learned, so that we can move forward into the new year with a blank slate, starting fresh. And so I know a lot of people like to celebrate their new year on January. A lot of us celebrate on the 31st. And so with the end of the harvest season. So an end to things and new beginnings. So the veil is the thinnest today, we all know. And this is a perfect time to connect with your ancestors and reflect on the lessons that they have taught us. And so a lot of times our ancestors have lived through, their own generational trauma, and a lot of them are, not to make excuses, but trying the best that they can with what they have. Or it's our time to break those generational traumas. And so we can take those lessons either they did not learn and move forward within them ourselves, or maybe we had some that were working on them and we can thank them for the work that they did do. Because a lot of us are learning and growing from the parents that we had in the generations beforehand. And now sometimes it's a little bit easier for us now because we have a lot more interconnectedness through social media and here's a lot more tools and resources. Okay, so put it up right there. Creating ancestral lines currently. Okay, we are in the midst of creating our own generations, right? Especially those of us who have children or families. You don't have to have children, that's okay. I'm not saying those are requirements, but a lot of us do, so we're creating ancestral lines. And by integrating the lessons that we've learned in the past year and releasing what doesn't serve us, it's setting the stage to create a legacy for those that are coming after us, like me with my son. There's a lot of times that I will catch those generational traumas and make amends or do something different so that he doesn't have to experience that. And the childhood that he's having is a lot different than the one that I had. And I'm sure that there are things that he will work on if he chooses to have children, that he heals from our relationship. And so you got to have grace and compassion with yourself too, because I know whomever is watching this right now, even if you're here live or you're watching on YouTube, I know you're a very self-aware being and you're trying your best. And so have grace and compassion for yourself. So does anybody have any questions about Samhain? There's a lot of different ways that you can celebrate too, because it's connecting with our ancestors and the ones that have shifted on to the next stage in their journey. We can set up rituals, or not rituals. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it just escaped my brain. That's okay. Set up spaces to honor them. Altars. Good Lord. Okay, altars. You can set up altars for them, and you can put things that they liked in the past, like you can put, or traditions, yes. You can put up things that they used to enjoy in the past, whether that's like a home-cooked meal, or if they liked crystals, or whatever it is that they liked, yes. You can set up a space to honor them in that way. And there's a lot of different practices that you can do today. And that's not just ancestors. You can talk to a lot of different spirits. It doesn't have to just be in your familial lineage, right? We also have different incarnations of spirits that we can talk to, or spirit guides in general, right? Or like Jesus or Buddha. There are also spirits that have shifted on to the other side. So today is a perfect day to connect with them and talk with them and receive guidance. And so for ourselves, for this quantum healing session, we are going to be focusing on healing with the medicine wheel. And so these are for totem animals in shamanism. So I'm going to talk a little bit about totem animals versus power animals. So totem animals are animals that you soul contract with, that you embody a lot of their characteristics, and that you rock with for your whole life, your whole incarnation. Power animals are different animals that you can call in, and they can help you during different chapters of your life with different things. So you might have a frog come to you for, a couple months or a week or even a day, and then a toucan. You'll see them pop up randomly. So these totem animals in shamanism represent the pillars of our spiritual body, emotional body, physical body, and mental body. And so with us going into the new year, we're wanting to release all the things that are no longer serving us. And in a zebra, yes, zebra too. So we're wanting to bring balance and harmony to all the different areas in our life. So there's things that we can release within all of the different areas here, but then there's also things that we can call in to bring that balance and harmony. And so we're going to focus on all four, and we're going to be working with these specific totem animals. We've got the jaguar, the eagle, the hummingbird, and the snake. And so we're going to be working with crystals and affirmations as well. So to kick us off, we are going to do a 4-element invocation prayer to ask these beautiful animal spirits to come in and help us heal and work with us today in the elements. And so you don't have to do, look, yay! A hummingbird came in right in time before we even did the prayer. All right, so you can close your eyes if you'd like. If not, that's okay too, but now would be a good time to go within. I'm going to speak the prayer over everyone, okay? So we're all going to take a big breath in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. And take a big breath in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. Okay, and you can just listen. We surround ourselves with white light of divine protection and golden light of divine love and wisdom. And we call in our spiritual guides, known and unknown. We call in the direction south, element fire, animal snake, ruler of our spiritual bodies and controller of our chi, and powers of our imagination and intuition. We call in the direction west, element water, animal jaguar, ruler of our emotional bodies, giving us powers to feel, adapt, direction of the setting sun, endings, death, and the angel of death. We call in the direction north, element air, animal hummingbird, element earth, animal hummingbird, ruler of our physical bodies, the 5 senses, health and prosperity, and all the plants, animals, blossoms, and pets. We call in the direction east, element air, animal eagle, ruler of our mental bodies, giving us powers of discernment and appreciation of art and beauty, the power of words and communication, direction of the setting sun, new beginnings every day. And to all the spirits, we thank you so much for all that you've given us, and please continue to guide us in our thoughts, our words, and our deeds, and for our wonderful jewel in the sky, planet Earth. Thank you. If you agree, say ho. Ho. And you can say that in the comments if you'd like, here live or in the comments on YouTube. Okay. So to start us off, we are going to work with the snake energy. And I have these beautiful oracle cards to show everyone, and we'll read their guidebook descriptions, and then I'm going to talk about what each one of them represent in shamanism, and then do some affirmations over everyone's energy bodies in your chakras. So here we have the beautiful serpents. Yes, shed that old skin. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to read from our guidebook description here. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way that she says her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. The serpent power of the Kundalini is stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery. Shed the old skin that you have been so attached to and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience of your life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of the serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful original manifestation. And here's the medicine. When you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, that is something you want to avoid. Yeah, absolutely. Do not use your energies to seduce others or allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. Okay, so in shamanism, snakes are representative of your spiritual body. They represent knowledge, healing, Kundalini energy. They help us with our creativity and our passions. And they also help us shed old versions of ourselves. So if you feel like you are in that space right now, especially with the Samhain, where you are ready to step into the newest version of yourself, that also means that we're having to let go of versions that are no longer serving us. And so sometimes those younger versions of us, right, that we're coming up out of, sometimes I feel like we're trying to fully detach from them, or, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Absolve. Absolve them. But what we're saying is we're moving into an even brighter future. We want you to come along with, and in order to come along with, we need you to trust and have faith and let go, and let us carry you into the new future. Not absolving. The deck is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And it has a lot of different authors up here. But if you want to take a screenshot, feel free. It's a beautiful deck. Okay, so as we are focusing on our spiritual body, oh, hello. If you want to say these affirmations in the chat to affirm them, feel free, or the comments on YouTube, or you can simply say them in your minds. I'm going to speak them over your energy body and your chakras. So this is Angel Aura Quartz. Oh, look! This is a rainbow type of crystal as well. Perfect. So the affirmation I'm going to say over everyone is, I am pure, beautiful, radiant light. I am pure, beautiful, radiant light. I am pure, beautiful, radiant light. Ooh, love it, Bobby. You are pure, beautiful, radiant light. Yes. Some of y'all know I really like using you are affirmations. You are pure, beautiful, radiant lights. Okay. And the next one we have here, this is Peacock Ore, which is also this beautiful rainbow. I don't know if we can see it here, but it has a rainbow reflective. It's also known as boronite. That's the second time I heard about light today. Oh, beautiful. So the affirmation for our spiritual body is, I am a co-creator with the universe. Or you are a co-creator with the universe. You are affirmations are really great for healing our inner child and our younger versions, because we don't really hear a lot of I am when we're children. We hear people talking to us saying you are. So the you are ones go real far back in your subconscious when you say them to yourself. co-creator with the universe. You are a co-creator with the universe. Love everybody's affirmations in the chat here. Like it makes the energy like stronger with everybody affirming. Okay. This is Sodalite, and so the affirmation that we'll say is, I am connected to my inner voice, your inner essence, your soul essence. I am connected to my inner voice. You are connected to your inner voice. Ooh, I love that. I am my inner voice. Yes! That's a good one, Carrie. Oh, thank y'all for sharing the live. I appreciate it. I am connected to my inner voice. Oh, I like that, Shayna. So if you want to share in the chat, feel free. What are some things that we would like to bring in for our spiritual body in the upcoming year? It's really good to release the things that are no longer serving us, but for this live, I really wanted to focus on the things that we want to bring into our experience. So if anybody has anything that they want to share, feel free to share it in the chats. Peace, healing, yes. That's great for our spiritual body. Carrie said it's okay to let go of toxicity no matter what role they hold. Facts. All positive vibes, yes. Confidence in my knowledge. Ooh, love that. Staying rooted in love. Boundaries, positive vibes, stepping into my higher self. Oh, that's great. And that's perfect for the snake energy as well, asking us to shed the old skin and step into our bigger, expansive version. So we can all, if you can, take a big breath in through your nose. We're going to breathe in this beautiful snake Kundalini energy into our spiritual body. Big breath in through our nose and breathe out through your mouth. And one more time, in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. Even looking at pictures of snakes can help that Kundalini rising and help you with that shedding process. Because they carry energy healing, and our subconscious works very well with pictures. Hello, hey Donna. Hey. Okay. Papers. I'll be writing mad notes for these. Alright. So now we're going to be working with I bought a snake ring, it broke. Oh, it might have taken something from you that you needed. That's what I think crystals, what happens with crystals when we lose them or break them, they're taking something that we no longer need from us. Copying this great group, boundaries, confidence, connection to my higher self, so mo to be, love it. So now we're going to be working with the Jaguar spirit. And the Jaguar is representative of our emotional body. I'm going to read from our guidebook here. The jaguar is a protector of all life in the Amazon, and in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, releasing the abundance of the rainforest, fearless and at ease. Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. Jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She is delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into mystery in the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind and know that your jaguar instinct will serve you well. And so here is the medicine. What in your life needs to be released? What have you carried around with you far too long, which is ready to be let go of for once and for all? Jaguar medicine is available to heal the fear so you can allow it to let go. It's time to come out of the shadow and in the shadow games that you may have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. And the Jaguar spirit is great to call on if you are holding boundaries and finding your inner voice and your strength. And so we were mentioning boundaries a moment ago. So if that's something you're working on, the Jaguar can definitely help with that. So they are representative in shamanism of reclaiming your power. And so maybe we have been in those kind of negative cycles for too long. And sometimes we'll pull in people that are either narcissistic or manipulative or gaslighting, love bombing, because that's all we've seen when we were a child. So it's a natural response and draw to them. But we also have to find that strength within to not allow those circumstances around us, right? And so that's us building our confidence within ourselves, in our throat chakra, to hold those firm boundaries. They're also representative discovering hidden strengths within yourself. That can be spiritual gifts, psychic gifts. Release all shame from past mistakes, improve my intuition, reclaim my power. Yes, love that. They're about embracing change without fear. So they work very well with the snake energy. The snake helps you cultivate those changes. The Jaguar can help you see them through without fear. Because when we're timeline shifting, sometimes it gets a little rocky. So the Jaguar can give you the strength to traverse it. They also see through the veil of night with clarity, which is representative of using your discernment. That can be discernment in relationships, circumstances, experiences, but listening to your intuition to keep you safe and protected. They can also help you improve psychic awareness, and they can be a mentor for your spiritual gifts. They're very connected to the ethers. And they're also very much about integrating your shadow self. I didn't write a note about that, but I'll talk about it. Integrating your shadow self. That is our fears, our doubts, our worries, our ego, because sometimes that scares us because we think it's negative or bad. But our shadow self can be one of our best friends, because without our shadow self, we do not experience growth or leaps in consciousness. It helps us evolve. And so when we befriend it like that, instead of trying to kind of suppress it, just like with the Jaguar, they spend a lot of time at night with their night vision, walking around in the jungle, looking for opportune moments, right? Your shadow self can help you find opportune moments as well. Okay. As we're working on our emotional body, this is citrine here. And the affirmation that we're going to say, and this is a long one, so you can listen instead of repeating it if you want, but I wanted to include it. I create safe spaces within to feel the full spectrum of my emotions. I create safe spaces within to feel the full spectrum of my emotions. Because a lot of times we don't always feel safe to express those things, especially in childhood or our younger years. So it's very important that we create those safe spaces for them, or even for ourselves in the here and now. Oh, there you go, Bobby. Thank you. I create safe spaces within to feel the full spectrum of my emotions. We're concentrating this on everyone's sacral chakra as well. House of our emotions. And we have dragon's blood jasper here. And the affirmation that we can say is creativity flows through me freely. Creativity flows through me freely. Our creativity is very intertwined with our emotions, because we are energy emotion, our emotions and our creative outlets and inspirations and projects are very closely related to our emotions, or fueled by our emotions. If we ever listen to like music that really moves us, or look at art that really moves us, somebody's emotions were behind that, fueling it. Or like even what I'm doing now. Creativity flows through me freely. And we have malachite. And for the malachite, we can say, I am open to the pleasures of life. I am open to the pleasures of life. A lot of times we hold guilt and shame for feeling good, or receiving things, or being in the receiving mode, or really enjoying ourselves when there's a lot of, heavy, dense things going on the world right now. But it is your birthright to enjoy your time here on earth. I am open to the pleasures of life. If you want to share in the chat, I'll read some of them as well. What would you like to bring in for your emotional body in the upcoming year? And that can be a specific emotion, or a way that you'd like to feel, or maybe a healthier processing of emotions, or safe space to process your emotions. Ooh, relaxed emotions. We love that. Experiencing emotions with ease and grace. Happiness and joy. Love it. Emphasis on joy. Get better at releasing emotions. That's good too. Releasing our emotions. Confidence. Love it. Patience. That's a good one. We can all use some more patience. Okay. Love thyself more. Ooh, beautiful. And all love ourselves more as well. So if you can, we're going to take a big breath in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. And we're going to take a big breath in through our nose with this beautiful jaguar energy, helping our emotional body. Big breath in through our nose and breathe out through your mouth. So putting me first, love it. Ultimate self-love, self-care. And yes, quantum healing can make you sleepy because it is relaxing your central nervous system. This might be the first time you've felt relaxed today or in a couple of days. Hello, hey. Okay, so now we are going to be working on our physical body. Hey Lindsay. And we have the hummingbird as our representative. And I'll read from our guidebook here. Despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central or South America to feed from summer nectar. The gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. Hummingbirds teach us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our personal space. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest, bypass the dung pile of old pain and hurts, head for the flowers, and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. The buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings preparing you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well because the all is in the small. And here is the medicine. This mighty being comes to teach you stillness and motion and to trust your inner knowing that the sweeter nectar is assured. Failing to act when the moment is right can spoil your journey. Even if you feel your safety, comfort, or day-to-day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you'll have to work much harder to achieve what is being offered to you freely now. Still your mind, even in the midst of a very hectic schedule, and heed the gentle voice that calls you to test your new wings. Beautiful. So in shamanism, they are representative of playfulness and the enjoyment of life. They stop to embrace the nectar from those sweet flowers. If they come into your life, or you're seeing a lot of synchronicities, or you just hear the calling from the hummingbird spirits, they can help you lift negativity to express your life more fully. And so I think they're very representative of our human experience, where those of us that are, tapped into and very aware of our multi-dimensional reality, sometimes we get very kind of above the human experience, right? And because it's kind of heavy and dense here at times, but there are things that we came to experience and only can experience here. Like maybe you having a dog for pets, or going to see like a sunset over the ocean, or going to the jungles in Costa Rica, or going on a roller coaster. Maybe we don't have roller coasters on different dimensional planets. And so the hummingbird is asking us to be thankful and grateful, and to really be in the present moment and fully experience those things. They're also a sign of adaptability, and so when they come in, it may be an invitation to flex your path. Be flexible. A lot of us get very attached to certain realities, even if they're very good realities and they're working well. But sometimes our oversoul, our higher self, our spirit team are asking us to make these shifts into the unknown because maybe it's better than what we're even experiencing now. And so we kind of have to listen to our intuition and their advice, and that we don't always have to know what's on the other side to take those leaps. We have to take those leaps on ourselves. That we'll work it out. It'll be better on the other side. They're also a sign of resiliency. They fly very long distances, so they're all about endurance and vision and goals. If you have long-term vision and goals, the hummingbird spirit is great to help you with the endurance, especially if they're very long-term goals. But they can be for short-term too. So as we're working on our emotional body, we have calcite here. And the affirmation that we can say is, I am healthy and full of energy. I am healthy and full of energy. I am healthy and full of energy. We can all use more of that, right? Healthy and energy. You are healthy and full of energy. Love it, Bobby. You are healthy and full of energy. And then we have green fluorite. Whoop! It was slippery. We have green fluorite. And the affirmation we can say is, I embrace my human experience. I embrace my human experience. I embrace my human experience. And then we have green moss agates. And the affirmation that we can say is, my body is a gift. My body is a gift. Our body is what is getting us through, or not getting us through, but creating the space for us to experience human life. And it's also the channeler, and it's what allows us to experience sensational things, whether it be through our eyes, or our nose, or touch. And so we need to be grateful and thankful for all that it does for us, even without us consciously having to do a lot of things like breathing, blinking. And something that I found is very healing for your physical body is to write a letter expressing why you are thankful for it. All of these different bodies that we have are parts of us, our physical, spiritual, emotional, mental. When we treat them like their own consciousness forms, it takes it to a new level of healing, because they all have different needs and ways to support them. There's also a video on YouTube that I very much recommend to everybody. It's called The End of Inner Conflict, and it's by Matt Kahn, K-H-A-N. And he talks about how important your physical body is, and if you're tapped into your multidimensionality, how sometimes we are a little bit neglectful of our physical vessel. But our physical vessel is our channeler, and it is what is creating this experience. It gives our spirit something to go into to experience things, and so we need to honor it and thank it for all it does for us. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Okay, if you can, we're going to take a breath in of this beautiful hummingbird energy into our physical body. We're going to all take a big breath in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. And take a big breath in through our nose And breathe out through our mouth. Everybody remember to drink water today, which is especially good for releasing. So we are working on our mental body now, which is represented by the eagle energy. Eagle comes in from the east, the place of the rising sun, of new beginnings. She soars in high in the sky, sees the smallest detail with clarity, without losing track of the bigger picture, and nests in the high mountains. For Eagle, there are no obstacles, only opportunities. She calls for you to ascend, to acquire perspective so you can fly wing to wing with great spirit. Have you become trapped in your daily routine and feel like you do not know where to go and what to do next? Have you lost your sense of purpose? Eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When was the last time you opened them? Eagle reminds you that spirit was born to soar to the heavens. As you contemplate choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken coop, sheltered from life, continuing the regular feedings, or do I want to soar like an eagle? If your answer is the latter, then you must accept Eagle's invitation and embrace the courage that will help you choose freedom. And so here is the medicine. It is time to see through the eyes of Eagle. Let your vision of the whole and its parts become laser-like and set your priorities straight. What did you come to do in this life? Did you come to climb up the ladder of financial or social success? Did you come to be a better person, to heal your heart, and to realize your essential self? What is your divine mission here on earth? No more excuses, of course. You do not have enough time, enough money, or enough sleep. Yet the time is now to fly to your chosen purpose. If you postpone it, you are betraying yourself. Look through the eye of the eagle and consider every obstacle an opportunity. Where you set your intention is where you'll end up. Free yourself and live your highest destiny. Fly. We saw a beautiful hawk friend come in there a second ago. In the background, hawks are very similar to eagles in shamanism, of seeing things with keen perception. So in shamanism, eagles are symbolic of bravery, wisdom, leadership, clarity, and vision. When they come in, they ask you to look at situations or challenges from a higher perspective. And so sometimes when we are really entrenched into things going in our life, it seems like it's such like a dire situation that's going to be, you know, everlasting. But if we kind of like back it up off of the experience and see like from a cosmic perspective of, oh, this is serving me or teaching me in some type of capacity, it eases the tensiveness going on in the 3D scape. They use hawk sounds for eagle sounds on TV. Oh, I did not know that. Fun fact. I see that thing, the more you know, come across my mind. Thank you, Bobby. They're all about balance and seeing things from a micro level and a macro level. Balance between the human experience and your cosmic expansiveness. And they're very symbolic of being very well grounded in reality while still soaring in your spiritual awareness, because you really need both in order to feel your full capacity. They help you reach and go beyond the limits of what you think that you're capable of. And so when you're really needing to push yourself, you can call on the eagle spirit to give you that extra nudge. Hey, Justin. So this is Celestite, my little baby Celestite. And the affirmation that we can say is, I have the power to reach for better thoughts. Hey, Amanda. I have the power to reach for better thoughts. I have the power to reach for better thoughts. You have the power. You have the power to reach for better thoughts. Yes. And this is for our mental body. This is clear quartz. And the affirmation that we can say is, I experience clarity and peace of mind. You experience clarity and peace of mind. I experience clarity and peace of mind. Oh, I'm glad it's soothing. Good. Peacefully bringing in the Samhain New Year with ease and grace. And so it is. Or amen. And then we have amethyst. This is dream amethyst. That's why it's a little bit darker. But amethyst, and the affirmation that we can say is, my mind is open to new positive possibilities. My mind is open to new positive possibilities. My mind is open to new positive possibilities. Or your mind is open to new positive possibilities. So what would we like to bring in for our mental body in this upcoming year? You can share in the chat and I will read some of them. Leadership, guidance, clarity, and peace of mind. Love that. It can be to help with concentration or your memory as well. Making clear and decisive decisions. Clarity. Oh yes, my memory. Yes. Or developing deeper wells of wisdom and knowledge. Or releasing negative thoughts, having or asking for more positive thoughts. Emotional healing, balance in mind and thoughts, releasing brain fog, or brain frogs. Brain fog, increased memory, letting go of fear. So if you can, we are going to breathe in this beautiful eagle energy into our mental body. So we can take a big breath in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. And take a big breath in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. And again, we'll do a meditation leading us out here. And the spirit animals wanted me to mention, if you are working on any of these bodies, the snake with your spiritual, the hummingbird with your physical, the jaguar with your emotional, or the eagle with your mental body, we can look at pictures of the animals themselves. Those hold healing properties. You can do guided meditations to help you connect with their consciousness. You can change the background of a picture to your phone, because we're always looking at our phones. And so it goes into your subconscious and it helps remind you to embody that type of energy. But there's a lot of different ways that you can connect with them, right? When I had my reading with you yesterday, you told me I was neurodivergent. I always thought I was, but you confirmed it. Thank you. I've worked with enough people now that I can read that energetic signature people have when they're neurodivergent. The snake is for our spiritual body. Now, when I talk about these animals and these shamanic practices, okay, there are different shamanic practices in different cultures around the world. So what the ones that I'm talking about are a specific practice, but you might go on Google, okay, and find different animals that represent different things in different practices too, like the bear spirit. There's a lot of different animal spirits. So don't confine yourself to this one practice. But it's a good place to start. So I have this rattle here. Before I start shaking it, I wanted to tell everybody. So the rattle is going to serve as shaking things out of our 4 energy bodies. Oh, thank you, Shayna, for shaking things out of our energy body or our meridian lines or our chakras that are no longer serving us, and leaving those in this past year for us to move forward. So I'm going to shake it around your energy bodies to do the releasing. Once around for each energy body. Oh, me too, Shayna. I love like ASMR. And you're a sound healer, so I'm sure you love it too. And to close us out, I'm going to get this Barbara. Barbara's going to come in here and help provide us with some healing as we do our closing. Okay, so if you are able to close your eyes, you can. If not, that is okay too. I'm going to amplify her healing energy. Yeah, position her. There we go. Oh, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. What a fun birthday. Okay. So we'll all take a big grounding breath in through our nose and a clearing breath out through our mouth. And we can envision this beautiful cosmic light energy infused with rainbows, beautiful sunshine, pouring into our crown chakra. The consistency is like honey, pouring down into our 3rd eye chakra, down into our throat chakra, pouring into our heart chakra and filling up the space, pouring down into our solar plexus, pouring into our sacral chakra, going down into our root chakra, bringing us amplified feelings of peace, joy, serenity, bliss. And now we can envision that we have these beautiful roots growing out from our root chakra, down into our Earth Star chakra, connecting into the roots of the trees, very old, wise, divine beings. And as they intertwine with the roots of the trees, they're going down and connecting into the crystalline core of the earth, where we connect into the heart of Mother Gaia, our mother, as we are her children. And we are thanking her beautiful, beautiful children, the jaguar spirit, the eagle spirit, the snake spirit, and the hummingbird spirit, and all of the elements, Source, the universe, and Mother Gaia herself for coming to help us heal today. and helping us bring in this new Samhain year, helping us connect to our ancestors and spirits, to learn from the lessons that we have learned this year and integrate them and release that which no longer serves, and to bring in what does with ease and grace. And we'll all take a big grounding breath in through our nose and take a clearing breath out. And take one more big breath in through our nose and take a clearing breath out. Okay. Ooh, another birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you so much for coming to this healing space. I am always honored when people come together so we can all heal and help raise each other's frequency and help with the collective shift and raising the collective frequencies as well. It's not just me to you, it's also you to me and all of our beautiful healing friends and the spirits and Mother Gaia and Source. So hopefully this brings you some peace and relaxation and bringing in this new year, and I hope everybody has a super fun Halloween, super fun Samhain, and connecting with your ancestors and the spirits. Thank you. You made my Halloween. Much love and light to all. Oh, yay! Well, thank you very much. This will be up on my YouTube channel, and so if you'd like to watch it later, it'll be up this evening. If you want to connect or work one-on-one, there are links on my profile on my TikTok and in the description here below. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more workshops or lives, or follow here if you want to see them on